What's up everyone, it's DV. I am on my Nightkeep account and I am showing you the top newbie mistakes, the things that noobs do all the time. So before I begin, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, if you don't mind, if you wanna see more videos like this one. So this is a big newbie mistake. You're inviting a total stranger to your island and you're giving them keys to your castle. What kind of nonsense is that? You're gonna give some stranger full access to your island? That's cray cray. You do not give people access to your island. So doing this is a bad idea, okay? This is basically saying, hey, take my island. Take anything in my island for free because you don't know who these are. And this is actually the #1 message I get from players. They're like, hey, DV, I got scammed. Please help me. And it's like, dude, how did you get scammed? Why did you give someone build access that you didn't know? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I would say the majority of players in this game would likely take something from you for free. And it's horrible, but they just don't realize how much hurt and how much pain that's causing you by taking something of yours. So, you know, they might come up and say, hey, you know, I'll help you with your island. And instead of asking if they could take something, they just assume, well, I'm helping this person out, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this because they don't know better. That's horrible. So that's #1 newbie mistake. Next newbie mistake is when you're fishing at a pond and you don't know how to fish. This is what they do. This is super noob. Okay, where'd my fish go? Where'd my fish go? Where'd my fish? It didn't give me a fish. Look, it's not giving me a fish. It's scamming me. So that is a second newbie mistake, is not knowing how to fish. So a lot of people don't actually know how to fish, but the thing is when the little bubbles appear, right? That's when you're supposed to click on the fish. When you're supposed to click on the fish is when it bites, when you reel it in. Yeah, look at this. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Hey, I just got a carp. Sweet. Now, relating to fishing, selling your salmon and carp to the fishermen. So salmon and carp are actually the two fish that you can actually use to create fertilizer. So you want to keep these two fish. You don't want to sell these for 3 coin. That is absolutely insanity when these are worth thousands. So these fish here, you can sell these for at least 2,000 to 3,000 on the groups, on the Discord trading. People will buy these because it's really, really hard to find fertilizer, especially in volume. So you can see right here, I could sell these for 6 coin, or I could sell them for about 6,000 coin, or I can make the fertilizer and just sell the fertilizer as well. But even this one right here, that's another 3,000. So to sell this for 6 coin to the vendor is absolutely bonkers to me. So the next newbie mistake is dropping your weapon or items into the void. Dropping your items into the void. Imagine accidentally hitting Q. Rip. Fishing pole. That smile is totally fake right now. I am not happy about that, okay? I'm not happy that just happened. So imagine doing that with a spell book. Yes, people have done this with spell books. Totally on accident too. I actually read somewhere someone dropped a title spell book down into the void on accident after they spent 30 million on it. They spent 30 million on it and they dropped it into the void. If you're that person, I am so sorry that happened to you. Next newbie mistake is not knowing how to kite or not kiting any of the enemies. So imagine running up to this enemy and just going up at him like this instead of kiting. So this is kiting, right? So this is kiting. This is what newbies do. This is a newbie mistake. I legit did this when I first joined the game. When I started playing, I was doing this. I died so much. Next newbie mistake is putting items in before you've set the price. So imagine if someone's standing right here, they could just buy this for 10 coins right now. All right, there's that. And that's a mistake. So if I put this in and left it at 30, this is what's going to happen. He's going to buy it. He's going to buy it at 30. The other thing is underpricing. So that salmon that I just put in was worth more than 100 coins, but he just bought it at 100 coins and I could have sold it for more. Another big newbie mistake is hiding your vending machines. When someone spawns into your island like this and they're looking to see if you have a store, they're going to be like, oh, this person doesn't have anything for sale, right? But I actually do. I do. So newbies often hide their vending machines in really, really weird places that may be more convenient to them, thinking that people are actually going to explore their entire island. But the reality is the best place to put it is at spawn. So if you spawn right here, vending machines should be like right here. It should literally be like 3 steps to it. Otherwise, second best location is going to be like maybe over here, but in view of spawn. So you should be able to see right away that someone's got vending machines available. And that is entirely if you care about making sales, which if you have vending machines, I'm assuming you do want some sales. Another big newbie mistake, pricing things wrong. So I've got this pink sticky gear right here, right? And imagine if I thought, okay, this thing is worth, let's just say this thing's worth 200,000. I'm like, okay, all right, there we go. And I'm thinking that's 200,000. It's clearly 20,000, but I forgot a 0. This happens a lot. This happens more often than not. So another big newbie mistake is not really reading the price correctly. So say someone actually told you, hey, I've got a pink sticky gear for 100,000. You're like, oh, those are worth 150,000 to 200,000. Say the price is worth that as of this video. And you're like, oh, that's a really good price. And so you run up and it's like, okay, this is going to be 100,000. And you walk up and you're like, okay, I see the 100,000 and you buy it and it's $1 million. And and you just lost 1 million and you just got ripped off because it's clearly 1 million here, but you didn't read that there was an extra 0 there. But you got to watch out for this. It's a big newbie mistake. So next newbie mistake is instead of using a vending machine, you allow yourself to drop during trades. So this person here is volunteered, so they're not scamming me, but they volunteered to show this example of what a lot of newbies do. So you're coming over here and you're like, okay, here you go. And then, you know, you basically ask them to, yeah, they're like, 4? They're not going to scam me. They're not going to scam me. Don't worry. No one wants to scam me. It's so good. So, you know, imagine that. Yeah, they're all excited. You know, you've seen it. You've done it. I've done it. You're not supposed to drop items during trades. Try to get a vending machine. There's never a reason to trade without a vending machine. Now, if you don't have a vending machine, you need to go make a vending machine first before you start even trading a single person. So I've heard a lot of people are like, but I really needed it. I really needed it. No, you don't need a single thing until you make your own vending machine. You can make everything in the game. You don't ever have to you have 0 reasons ever to be trading with someone without a vending machine. Now, the only exception would be from a more of a pro player move is when you're dealing with like more than 50 million. So if you're dealing with more than 50 million coin transactions, you may need to split some things up and do things a little bit differently because vending machines do have a max of 50 million. But that is a big mistake if you're a newbie. If you're new to the game, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know all the different possible scams. But as a newbie, you should never be trading without a vending machine. Another newbie mistake would be selling oily crops instead of washing them. So you can see right here, oily onions are only worth 12 coin when it doesn't take much to actually wash them. So if you come over here, so it's not very expensive to make one of these washing stations, and you can actually just click it and you can wash both of them very easily. So you can see I just washed those and I just made double the coin. So now I can go over to sell crops and sell these for 30. So it's instead of 24, I got 60 coin on that. So you can actually auto click that too, which is crazy easy. Really nice to be able to do. Another newbie mistake would be plucking flowers in hopes that you're going to actually get a seed instead of just digging it up. So if you expect, you know, I just got one just then, but chances are you're not going to get one every single time. Like just now I didn't get one. So you're taking a big risk if you're trying to transplant a flower to another island. What you should be doing is just dig it up like this, and you're guaranteed the seed this way. Another newbie mistake is to rely on wheat for your primary source of income. This is actually one of the slowest going forms of income you can have in the game. So if you're expecting to make a lot of coins and progress in the game and you're only doing wheat, you're going to be in big trouble very quickly. Because if you see how much wheat actually gives you, it's only going to give me like 35 coin for 7 of those. That's just horrible. A horrible way to make money. So you're best off like selling fruit from your trees or just harvesting the berries. So another newbie mistake is actually doing this the hard way instead of using the conveyor that you could actually use. So check this out. Imagine doing this. 3 hits, right? And you got to do it again. Instead, you could just make a conveyor. Even without a chest, you can do this. So what you could do is you can bring this guy up, put a couple blocks down. Instead, even if you can't afford an industrial chest yet, you could just auto these and drop them in here and just pick them up instead of having to use a pickaxe. A lot less work on your fingers, that's for sure. Another newbie mistake, harvesting fertilized crops by hand instead of by totem. So if you harvest these by hand, you will actually remove the fertilizer from that block. But if you use a totem, it won't touch the fertilizer. The fertilizer will always stay on the crop until you do this. So this is a big waste of fertilizer when you do that. Another newbie mistake, abandoning a game load before it's fully loaded. By not fully loading, you can actually cause data corruption and potentially data loss. So you might lose your inventory items. You might actually just find that part of your island's missing. It's corrupted. A lot of bad things can happen if you keep abandoning your island load. You do want to avoid jumping around servers too quickly. The other thing you should do, and it is a big noob mistake, is to instead of playing on public servers, you should try playing on private servers. Is a really good idea. You can solo mobs that way a little bit easier, so you're not fighting for stuff. So if you're out there fighting or competing for ore, just go to a VIP server. They're free. VIP servers are actually free. So if you should just go make one. So the last one I'm going to tell you is actually against Roblox terms of service. So you should never do this, and that's why I'm not going to actually show you an example of it. But that is cross trading. So a lot of people don't actually know what cross trading is, and even if they don't know the word, they do know about what it is. It is actually when you are trying to trade between games, or you're trying to buy something in this game with real money. So an example of cross trading would be, say I've got really cool pets in like Bubblegum Sim or Adopt Me or some other game, and I want it, or even Money in Bloxburg or something, and I want stuff in this game because I'm a newbie, right? I'm a big noob. So how am I going to get OP quick? Well, hey, I'm really good at this other game, so maybe I can trade some stuff from this other game for this game, and then I'll be OP in this game again. Well, that is completely against terms of service for Roblox, and it's against the developers' rules. They could actually ban you, and they probably will ban you, including Roblox may ban your account altogether together. So you got to be really, really careful about that kind of stuff. And you should just never, ever do it because it is against the rules. And that is a big newbie mistake. I've seen a lot of people, including on our Discord, doing this a lot. And that is a big issue because people are going to get their accounts banned if they're found out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and smash the subscribe button. Only if you're new, because I don't want you to accidentally unsubscribe. That'd be really, really bad. And sometime today, we're going to be doing the live stream again. And I hope to see you there. Until next time, peace. Oh no, my sword.